Um, Ever wondered why some on-screen accents just don't land? Um, no, I don't know what sets. And it's a challenge for any actor, but when it comes to representing diverse cultures, a poorly executed dialect can be more than just a minor misstep. Um, it can feel disrespectful, inauthentic, and frankly, a little jarring. Let's dive into some memorable examples of Hollywood's accent fails, where the dialect coaching seems to take a detour. Um, Don Cheadle's portrayal of Basher Tar in Ocean's 11 is a frequent topic of conversation. While the film itself is a classic, Cheadle's attempt at a Cockney accent felt off. It was exaggerated, theatrical, and didn't quite capture the rhythm of a genuine Londoner's speech. Amazing model in Concussion is a whom actor. And that internal incident for a lot of model actors in of right. While he committed to the role, the dialect lacked the specific nuances of Dr. Omalu's Igbo heritage, instead sounding like a generalized African immigrant accent. And Forrest Whitaker's attempt at a British accent in The Crying Game was inconsistent from he'd slip back into his American cadence during emotional scenes, creating a jarring effect for viewers like White. Denzel Washington's character in The Mighty Quinn had a Caribbean accent that felt unconvincing. It leaned heavily towards a generalized island sound rather than a specific regional dialect. Um, Tay Diggs' Jamaican accent in How Stella Got Her Groove Back was widely panned. I Critics noted it sounded more like an imitation than a natural way of speaking. Method Man's Jamaican accent in The Whackness was criticized for sounding inauthentic. It relied on stereotypes rather than the true rhythm of Jamaican patois. Sidney Poitier's attempt at an Irish accent in The Jackal left audiences uh, baffled. Uh, it didn't quite fit the character's background and felt out of place. Samuel Jackson's attempt at a Scouse accent in The 51st State was a miss, and it lacked the specific vowel sounds that define the dialect of Liverpool. Morgan Freeman's portrayal of Nelson Mandela in Invictus was praised for many things, but his accent wasn't one of them. It lacked the unique South African lilt of Mandela's speech. Eddie Murphy's accent in Vampire in Brooklyn was a comedic mishmash that ignored cultural nuance. It blended Caribbean tropes with a Transylvanian drawl. Um, Idris Elba's attempt at a South African accent in Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, received mixed reviews. Some felt it sounded more British than authentically South African. Jimon Honsu, though from Benin, played a character from Sierra Leone in Blood Diamond. Um, his accent, while African, didn't capture the specific nuances of Creole. Wesley Snipes' accent in Coming to America relied heavily on stereotypes. It lacked the specific linguistic markers of a real African nation. Samuel E. Wright's voice work for Sebastian in The Little Mermaid became beloved, but his Jamaican accent was a generalized version of Caribbean speech. Brian Tyree Henry's British accent in Bullet Train was a bold attempt, but many felt it didn't quite capture the nuances of the dialect. And so finally, Robert Townsend's accent in The Mighty Quinn was another example of a misfired attempt at a Caribbean dialect. It's a tough job. Nailing an accent here, and sometimes, despite the best intentions, things just don't quite land in. It's a reminder of the importance of cultural sensitivity and thorough dialect coaching. So which of these performances did you find the most distracting? Let us know in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,